So, when it comes to you're seeing quite a push for diversity. Because whether you're watching a TV advert or you're watching something on Netflix, either way the push for diversity is really getting out of hand. But having said that, there is one particular group that has had zero representation. It is a group that has been pushed down for centuries. And it's a group that was the butt of every joke in primary school. And wasting no more time, I'm talking about the gingers. Because you must admit, like I said, there's been millions, if not billions, spent on diversity. We've got millions being spent on the NHS. We've got jobs for the police force just entirely dependent on people's race. Not to mention conversations about reparations. And I say this as a non-ginger, right? Those people were the butt of almost every single joke in primary school. Like, you must admit. And I'm not going to say I didn't take part. I can't say that. You know, what do they say? I repent for my sins. I'm not saying I didn't do any jokes. Because I did, let's face it, we all did. I mean, it was a running thing. But now fast forward in time, and the redhead wanderers have received absolutely nothing. And it really makes you wonder on a couple of different levels. If these groups that are pushing for diversity, if they really cared about groups that are pushed down, well, where's the ginger representation? Again, I say this as a non-ginger, but doing what I do with YouTube, I've looked at job applications. I've looked at freedom of information requests. I've even looked at internal documents, and not once have I seen the word ginger or redhead, or anything to do with them getting represented ever. But like I said, if these people that are pushing for diversity, if they really cared about equality for the smaller groups, honestly, where are they on this one? And I'm not saying that they should receive handouts. That's not what I'm saying. But if these woke people are just going to pick and choose who to give the handouts to, I just don't see why the redheads aren't included. Either everyone should receive a handout, or no one should. That's got to be the most equal way of doing it. Like my neighbour, for example, he keeps telling me one of his friends in school was called Fire. I'm not going to lie, it is a cool nickname, you know? As nicknames go, it's got to be one of the best. Like, you're just called Fire. That's really cool. But it's to do with his personal identity. It's based on that. It's probably not the best nickname. My dad as well, back in his school days, his best friend at the time was called Ginger John. It's good, it rolls off the tongue. It's easy to say. But again, maybe call him John. Jesus Christ, did it myself there. I repented for my sins early and I'm still doing it. Damn it. But I'm sure John didn't like that. Yeah, no, I'm sure John didn't like it, to be fair, in hindsight. But they're good sports, you know, they just go with it. They don't sit there 20 years later crying about it, demanding billions. And truth be told, whether you've got red hair, blonde hair, any sort of hair, brunette, or dark hair, I guess what we would say if we're men, you've got to be able to see the hypocrisy in all of this. They're spending billions on diversity. Like, genuinely, billions. And it comes to gingers, the people who got picked on the most at school, because it was the most. They go on about all different races and everything like that. Nah, not even in the slightest. Not even in the slightest. The people who got it worst in the school. Absolutely all day. This isn't from me. I'm just talking in general. But the people who got it worst in primary school, high school, even to this day, I'm not quite sure. It is the people with red hair. Like I said, there is absolutely no comparison. Because one group's been receiving billions and the others have just been forgotten about. And if you enjoyed this Daily Clown World video with a topic that, let's face it, you didn't expect to be thinking about this today, if you enjoy that level of value, then I would highly recommend to become one of the 61,342 subscribers.
This country has gone crazy.